Fuck it. I'm gonna reveal my exact strategy on how I knew gold is gonna reverse exactly here, and also how I was able to know that the price will run up higher, and that's the reason why I closed this trade at break even. All of these things I will explain to you guys based on my strategy that I trade on a daily basis. Let's go. So friends, what you have to understand, I'm a trader who only trades gold and I like to catch the volatility of it. Today, I really didn't intend to take a trade. Still, it ended up being a good trade, and here you can see on my trader weight connected account that I have here, in this case with Tradify, I took this beautiful short trade here. I even show you, I want to show you the number, but I will put you here a screen, here a screenshot of the balance, and maybe I can also share with you the result of this trade. I also took it on MetaTrader 5 accounts and so on, so it was a very good trading day. But now most traders will look at this trade and say, but hey, how did you know that? All right. So here you see in this account I closed it earlier. On other accounts I closed later, and also I re-entered here in the short because I knew exactly what the target for today is going to be. That was exactly here, this beautiful liquidity. All right. So what was the idea about it? What is the strategy I used in order to fully understand that? Well, I want to share with you a little bit of theory first, so that you're aware about what we trade here and how we trade, and to like give you some fundament to that. So you gotta understand, the market moves in cycles. All right, I think you've heard that very often. All right, there are different cycles, right? And the problem with that is most people just have been looking for it to rebrand, right? Like you probably heard about, for instance, the AMD cycle, all right, which is accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Maybe you also heard about a cycle called the market maker model from ICT, whatever. It doesn't matter, I really don't care, but maybe you also know it under a different name, which is something like a falling wedge pattern or a rectangle pattern. It doesn't matter. What you gotta understand is basically the concepts around these names. All right, it's just a name. All right, think about it for a moment. The trading industry is so fucked up because we all try to invent names for everything we do over there. But what you gotta understand is there is no need to reinvent different names for the same thing that already exists. It's the same thing like, hey, this isn't phone, right? Why should I call it now, I don't know, P phone, or I don't know, like a different name for it? Like, it would not make any sense to just say right now, okay, this is the MMXM phone, all right, or this is the falling wedge phone, all right? You get the point? That's what happens. And that's why so many traders are confused. Also, when it comes, for instance, to the concept of break-in structure, all right? Then you have the name Church, all right? Change of character. Then you have whatever for if someone gets manipulated, right? For instance, manipulation, inducement, liquidity sweep, liquidity seeking, order filling, all right? Like tons of names, and then people are so destroyed in their mind, like, what is it now? What am I supposed to do? And this is exactly the confusion, all right? This is why I will highly recommend every one of you guys to like have a serious mentorship where you learn something, all right, where someone can explain you the concepts very detailed, so you can look through the name, all right? Like it's important what's behind those names at the end, and to understand the logic, and then to understand also the statistics around it, if this makes sense or if it doesn't make sense. So with that being said, this is what I try to tell you in this and to teach you in this video, is basically to understand more about cycles, because the market moves basically in different cycles. So we have AMD. I love this the most because it explains the best how market moves. And that's basically the price tends to be in a form of an accumulation, all right? And then you will see a form of manipulation, and then you will see price distributing in one direction. And when you understand this concept, right, you will be able to make a shitload of money, to be honest, right? Like, this is the concept I use on a daily basis. The hard thing about it is just to understand how to use it, the implementation of it, all right? And that's what I'm trying to teach you today as well, right? Because the theory around it, like, just watch on YouTube, right? It won't really matter, you know? Like, I could explain it to you very detailed with a lot of details most traders will not even see, because I trade this concept for over 4 years now. I'm trading for almost 7 years in general, and for over 4 years, I trade specifically this strategy, this concept. Now, probably I've been trading it from day one because I've been using patterns for it, but I didn't understand the logic. But since 4 years now, I understand the deep logic behind it, and that's actually what matters, right? This is because when people tell me or ask me, hey Darius, how long does it take me to understand your strategy or to understand trading or whatever? The thing is, it all comes down to how much time you really understand that one thing in depth, you know, or that you're even aware about what you're looking at. Because you could look for 10 years at the charts and you would not understand anything about it, you know. But if you would always like get taught, or you would educate yourself about why the market moves, then you can get more experience in a certain way. And it's what matters at the end. So with that being said, let's have a look on gold. So what I analyzed is I like to start analyzing everything already a little bit more from the past, you know. I start like building a narrative for the day. So here you see already like exactly this accumulation kind of thing, you know. We've seen a beautiful accumulation in the market, and then you see it's followed by a strong push up higher. So for me, all right, when we've been now in the London session, all right, and if I use now here the backtesting tool to just show you how I actually did the entire like thought process about why it will do what it did, I've also seen here another form of accumulation, all right. So after this accumulation, price manipulated the high, all right? And then I took the sells. All right, now you say, wow, but why do you know it's exactly here? Why do you know that? And of course, I use multiple things to understand that, but here is the most important thing about it. And if you understand this, it's gonna change your life forever. And it's basically to understand the higher time frame around it. So I go right now here in this case to the 1 hour time frame. And on the 1 hour time frame, you will see something very interesting. And that's basically here. You have an area of order block. You also see that it's backed by an area of fair value gap. And that's exactly the reason I actually mapped out this level, shared this as a forecast to my traders, to my community, that this is what I'm expecting, that if the price comes into it, and to be honest, I was not expecting price to come into this area so fast, but because it did that, you see it's pumping quite aggressively, I instantly got into sells to take this beautiful trade. And the target for these sells have been clear to me. I was like, hey, I'm gonna like to take profit always while I'm in the movement. That's exactly why I took in this particular case the trade very fast. So I got out of it the moment price actually started to like really go down. But I think most traders would have already like huge problems during this situation to take a trade, because it doesn't look very common. Because right now you would have in this case like even fair value gaps against you, for instance, right? Order blocks, whatever. So many traders will probably even think in a situation like this that the price will go up higher. And that's exactly the other perspective of it, because what you got to understand, and here I give you another secret to the market, and I don't care what others would say about this theory, but I know that only professional traders will understand what I just tell you right now, and then keep this in track. The market is not controlled by one algo. All right, like I know you guys don't want to hear that, but that's basically what Mr. ICT tells us, right? Like Enigma, the algo. It's about hunting your stop loss. Bro, wake up. wake the fuck up in reality. What you have to understand about the market is it's just buyers versus sellers. That's it. There's someone who's here, right? A group of interest, right? Who want to buy. So they will decide if this price is good for them, right? If there is a reason for them to say, hey, this is a good price, I'm going to buy this. Or if a seller comes around the corner and says, hey, you know what? This is a good price for me to sell. So it's about the decision these two entities are doing at the end. Either more are buying or more are selling. And that's the entire game. So you have to view this entire thing a little bit differently. So if you see, for instance, the price, the price moving aggressively higher, right? That means for that one moment at least, buyers take control. Buyers wants to buy. But what if now price comes into an area, all right? And this is exactly the order block, the fair value gap. What if this is an area for them where many sellers will say, hey, this is for me a good price. And buyers, right? They try to push price higher, but they can't. They fail. And sellers do take control. That was exactly the idea behind this entire thing. We've seen here price moving down and initiating that sellers might be in control right now. All right. And this with other confluences can help you to understand more about what the highest probability can be for that one moment. And boom, that's exactly what price dropped. I closed, as I told you already a little bit earlier, due to, in this case, I'm trading on a funded account, which is instant funding, where I have actually consistency rules. So I'm not trying now to make crazy profits because I have to do the same profits day by day. And although today there was a nice opportunity to get a crazy amount of risk reward up to 1 to 6 or even more, I didn't win for that, and I just kept my profit fixed at my levels that I go on average. So that's basically it for the London session trade. Let's just move on quickly on New York, because I shared with my inner circle members also one interesting thing, and I also shared it in today's Instagram story, so you gotta follow me also there, that the price will now remain in this area for a while, because what the price will do now after it pumped already, it's gonna reaccumulate, and that's exactly at the end what you will see as a result. The market was barely moving all the time, it's moving in this case back and forth, boom, until price started to drop. And here we had like market open, all right, the New York Stock Exchange open, and then of course increased volatility through that, and I entered in a beautiful sell because of that. Now I was very happy, to be honest. I even recorded today a vlog, which will be released this week probably, guys. I was very happy, enjoying the profits. I was already good in profit, and then boom, the market didn't respond to it, came back into my area, almost to my stop loss, and I was like, you know what? I don't think this is responding to my idea anymore, and I had to close at around break even. So I didn't make profit, didn't make loss. It was good for me. I had already profits at that day, but hey, I knew this is not typically what I want to see if the market will go down. And I've seen here just this fair value gap, and the price could react based on that. So I still think the bearish idea I had was good, because we still have like the order block, right? Like it's still intact, and it still has a reason to bring price down. But just probably for me, not today. So hope you like this type of video, guys, this type of education to fully understand about it. Hope you appreciate it. Just give me a thumbs up on this video and let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, and see you into the next video.